If you're a freelance designer or a design agency, one of the most important documents that make you look professional is a style guide. Now, this document is very important because it has all the ingredients that make up the whole website. It has the colors, it has the shades, it also has all the accent colors and the shades as well. It also has the muted colors and so on. Now, this one here is a bit more detailed because it also shows the border radius, it also shows the shadows and so on. But the problem with creating a style guide is majority of agencies and freelancers, they actually go in and hard code the color in the actual card as they're designing this style guide. Now, this can be very, very time consuming. Imagine doing this for every single website and you're designing, tens of websites. This is going to take you a very, very long time. But today I'm really excited because if you're a SiteKrafter framework user, this style guide is dynamic. You don't even need to do anything to it. It just grabs all the information and just displays it. If you don't believe me, let me show you how it works. So the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you're running SiteKrafter. And it's also very important that you're running the latest version. So here we're on version 6.2.0. I will also let you know where you can download that. And of course, you're going to need Divi 5 for this to work. Okay. So once you've done this, the next step now is to head over here. Now I use Fluent Snippets because it's just this, it's a plugin that just makes it very easy for me to copy the code that I need. And in this case, I need this basic code right here. Now, the question is, why do I need this code? Well, this is the code where I enter all my colors. Okay. So I know it's not a lot of colors. Don't panic. It's just a few colors. It's just the primary color and the accent color. And these are the two colors that generate everything that you saw in the style guide. And over here, you also need to add your font, your fonts. So here we have primary font and our secondary font. So let's start off by adding our fonts. Okay, so let's say I'm not really, a fan of this font right here. It's called Playfair Display. I want to perhaps go with Poppins. Okay, so what do? We come over here and then you make sure you type it in. So mine is called Poppins. That's the first step. And it's also a sans serif. So you need to make sure that you add sans serif like this. Okay, so that's step number one. Our fonts have now been changed. Next, this is our primary colors. So we need to change our primary color and there's two values that we need to add in here and the accent color. All right, so how do we do that? We're going to use this tool called coolers.co. So we're going to start with this color right here. So I'm going to go in and click over here. In fact, you know what? Since we know what colors we used, right? Because if I scroll down here, where's the page? If I scroll down here, we notice that we have these two colors right here. So we want something totally different, okay? We don't want to use the same color that we used earlier on. So let's go ahead and change this. So we are going to refresh this. And what color should we go with? Okay, we're going to go with this color right here, okay? So we're going to click here. And then we're going to go to HSL. Now, do you see that we have these two colors here? This hue and saturation. These are the two colors we need. So it's 31 and 12. Okay, so we're going to come over here and then we're going to say, okay, 31 and 12. So at this stage, this is a color that probably you've given by the client, or perhaps maybe you're choosing the color for the client. Okay, so you've added those two colors. Now we need the accent color. Okay, so we're going to come over here. So first of all, we're just going to lock this color and then press the space bar. So maybe the accent color could be, let's see what we can go with. Okay, we're going to keep going. Perhaps maybe this one here, but we use something similar. So let's just choose a different color. Okay, let's keep going until we find something exciting. All right, so I think we're going to go with this peach yellow. Okay, I'm just going to drag it to the side here so we can see these two colors side by side. And again, I'm going to click in here and this is going to be 39 and 78 for our accent color. So we're going to come over here. We're going to say 39 and 78. Excellent. So that's all we need to do. We've entered our primary color here. I mean, our primary font. We've left our secondary as it is. And then we've gone to the primary colors here. We've entered our values. So now let's click on update. Okay. So before this, these are the colors that we have. Yeah. So now if we get rid of this and if we refresh this, this should update. So we're going to come over here, hit update. Do you see that? The primary color and the secondary color, or the accent color, was changed. So this is where things get very exciting. Now look, all the titles have updated. Isn't that cool? You are just changing information on just one place, which is right here. And site-wide, your headings, everything has been updated. Look at that. Now, if we come over here, you can see your primary shades. This is our primary color and all these other shades. And then if we go to our accents, these are all our shades. And then of course our grayscales, they remain as they are. If you scroll further down, we see that we have our primary and accent button. Look at that. Now we have our radius borders. So now it's telling you this is extra small. That's how it's going to look like. This is small. This is medium, and so on. And then finally, we have our box shadows. Look at that. So this is very, very, very easy to use. It's dynamic. You don't have to go in and change anything in here. Everything is dynamic. So this is available for you to download today. And all you have to do is to head over to divuniversity.com, click on My Dashboard, and then you want to come over here to Style Guide. So you click on that, and now you can see it has been downloaded. So now you want to know how you install this on your website. Now let me show you how to do that quickly. Okay, so over here is where we have our file. Okay, so we're going to go in, click on Edit with Divi, and we are going to delete this. Okay, let's start from scratch. So I've deleted everything. We're going to save this. Okay, so if we do a quick preview, you're going to notice that there's nothing here. Okay, so we're going to come back here. So now that we've downloaded it, the next step now is to go in and unzip it. Okay, so we're going to go to our downloads folder, and here it is, skstyleguide.zip. Okay, so you double click on it, and now it opens this .json file. Okay, that's the file we need. So in order for us to install it, we need to come over here to these two arrows. You click on that, you click on import, and then let's just expand this so you can see everything. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do is to come over here to choose file. Now to make things easier for me, I don't really click on choose file. I just go to the file right here where I downloaded, and make sure it's the .json file. This is very, very important. So you drag this and drop it in here. Import. And that's it. That's all you need to do. So finally, I'm going to come over here to my section, go into design here, and just remove my padding. In fact, the padding has been removed for me anyway. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to do a preview. In fact, we have a preview tab here. Let's refresh it. There we go. Okay, so that's your style guide. So now this is a page on your website. You can name this page whatever you want. It's pretty much up to you. You can name this style guide. You can, whatever you want, okay? So it has all your sizes. Everything is pretty much done for you. You don't have to go in and do anything. It's dynamic. So go ahead and download it. Like I said, if you log into divuniversity.com, go to the dashboard right here, you are going to see the style guide right here. You click on that, it downloads, and pretty much you're good to go. The next update I'm working on is the reference, okay? I'm working on the reference. As you can see here, I mean, there's still a bit of work to do. I'm working on the reference, so please be patient with me. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. And there's a lot of products lined up coming very soon. Now, I don't want to say anything because once I make some announcements, you're going to say, oh, well, Mac, you're not delivering on what you promised. So you know what? I'm just going to deliver them when they're ready, okay? But for everyone that took advantage of the lifetime membership at 40% discount. Thank you so much. I mean, it really made a difference. This definitely helps me, put in all the work I need to do on the production of SiteKrafter. So thank you so much. Now, there is still also, in fact, let me head over here and let me show you. So if you go to SiteKrafter.com, there is still an offer there. It's still, let's go to buy now. So it's $297. Yeah. But if you go to lifetime, by the way, you can buy it for $97 as well if you want to. There is a split payment here. So you can pay it over 3 months at $99 a month. Now, this is going to be huge. This is going to be a really cool way of designing websites using DV5. And it's going to be accompanied by quite a few products. And it's going to be a family of products which work well together. One of the quick examples that you can see is with this framework, I've just added this dynamic style guide, and all the other products we're going to be using are all going to just take off of SiteKrafter Pro. Anyway, guys, I'm talking too much. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Take care.